Need to shed some light on the situation?
Don't have the
With
key.
Agnes, you'll never trip over your kid's crap
Nothing's
ever again.
Hey, Agnes, turn the lights on.
Of course, darling.
Huh. I wonder what those extra functions in Agnes's voice memo code were supposed to be for. Maybe we can try to run the upgrade ourselves, and see if we learn anything about her.
Hey,
Oh, hey. Now, we should just have to run the update. Hang on a second. Let me look at this. It looks like the voice memo feature contained some kind of hidden debugging mode. It almost looks like it was designed to listen for certain sounds and then respond with its own. But why? This code is a real mess. There are functions here that What were they doing with her? Doesn't look like there's much else here to see, other than that. Sorry. Was just curious if I could find out more about how she works. But I think we've got what we need to try recording those sales presentations and see if anything happens.
Using the power of radio waves, our boys down in the lab keep Agnes connected to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll never be alone again. No matter if you're at home, at your places of work or play, Agnes will be there ready to help and ready to amaze. Just say the magic word and you can rest assured that unlike the people you know and love, Agnes is always actually listening. Thanks, Agnes. Now why not head on upstairs and see even more of what Agnes can do for you? Honey, is it cold outside this morning?
I'm not sure. Has the paper not come yet today?
And there you have it, folks. Why not step into the next room and see what more Agnes can do for you? Don't you deserve to live life in the fast lane? Let those other jackasses on the road find their own way. With Agnes riding along with you, he'll never get lost again, and you'll never have to stop and ask for directions. Even though there's no way in hell we actually missed our exit, so why not shut up about it already?
Hey, Agnes, how do I get to Fallon's department store?
In 2 miles. Turn left onto West Main Street.
Yeah, thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling.
Glad you ladies are having a good time. What do you say we get a bit more comfortable?
Thanks ever so much for inviting us to the party. But golly, it sure is quiet in here. Say, I'd sure love to hear that hot new Cab Calloway record. Do you have it?
Well, no, I haven't. Sorry, ladies. How about some Wagner?
Sorry, fella, but at this rate, the only thing you're screwing tonight is the pooch. Even a sap like you can score like Garrick. With the power of Agnes, all you have to do is ask.
Good thinking. Hey, Agnes, play Jumpin' Jive by Cab Calloway. And say, while you're at it, let's bring these lights down to something a bit more festive, eh?
Ooh, there's the stuff.
Thanks, Agnes.
Yep.
With Agnes, it's easier to keep your cool in the kitchen.
Oh, darn it all. I just can't seem to recall my conversions. And my hands are just covered in cocaine.
Don't you worry that pretty little head. Remember, with Agnes, you've got a pal who always listens. Unlike that stone-aged moron of a husband you've got. Am I right, ladies? Of course I am.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Agnes, how many ounces are in a kilo?
There are 35 ounces in an uncut Colombian kilogram.
Wow, that was easy. Thanks, Agnes.
Of course, darling. Stay safe out there.
Useless. Terminal somewhere.
bone, the heel bone connect her to the foot bone. The foot bone connect her to the ankle bone. It's easy to connect her those dry bones. The foot bone connect her to the leg bone. The leg bone.
Mister, can you hear me? My name is Agnes Holloway. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, and they've done something to me, to my mind. I don't know where I am, what's happening, but just, it hurts. It's hurting. Please help me. I want to go home, mister. I just want to go home. Please.
You answer it. Oh my god. Do you really think... Is it really possible that Agnes was human once? Why would they have done that? All of that? No wonder she has this too. I can't even imagine. We have to find her mainframe, now, and put a stop to all of this. Well, those coordinates from the manager's terminal, I think I might know how to decipher them. I didn't really want to get into this now. I suppose it's time I told you the truth about why I came to the Commonwealth to begin with. When we met, I told you that I was here because I was running away from home. Obviously, after what happened at the radio station, I'm sure you figured out that's not the full story. That man, Alex, he didn't come after me because I'd run away. Not exactly. He came after me because he sent me here. And I didn't come back. I just thought you would want to know who you're traveling with. You know, the girl with a weapon and a clear line of sight to the back of your head at nearly all times. I'm sorry about that. It was just so hard to get away from that place, to really leave it. That... I guess I wanted to pretend that it never existed. It's Agnes. That's what they sent me here to find. And bring back home. She's more than she seems. More than a digital personal assistant, or whatever the posters and those demonstrations said she was. I don't know. All mission barometers are strictly need to know. and I am not allowed to ask. To locate her physical mainframe and source code and bring it. Bellwether. There's a broadcasting tower to the far north of here. I know exactly where it is. There's a shack nearby with a lot of radio equipment. Once we're there, I should be able to find a way to decipher these broadcast coordinates. I'll put the coordinates on your Pick-Boy. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to know? The most important thing that you need to know is that I am not going back. A good way out west. Let's just say that maybe even if I hadn't found a boat. It is orderly. As opposite of a wasteland as it gets. For everything a purpose. Because of her. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First of many. A herald is not a warhammer sent to bludgeon a reluctant skull. She is a blade, precise in movement and deliberate in action. Whether the white blood of a city is drained by 1,000 cuts to its people, or a single gash to the throat of its prince, the herald shall operate until its people see fit to dress their wounds in the flag of the Shrike. Eventually I was skilled enough to weaken a village by simply disrupting their supply lines or disturbing their crops, killing only those who no one would miss. No. In the years since I have killed warlords, wanton criminals, men so ravenous for power that they might be more accurately described as monsters. Well, before I met Agnes, no one had ever told me there was anything unusual about my life. I had a function, a purpose, as I should have, as all life must have. I am still struggling to understand. Well, I'm sorry again about what happened. I should have known they'd find me eventually. Yeah, that is Kat. My sister. Yes, she was raised as I was, for the same function. Until the radio station, I had ever seen her outside of Bellwether. Our missions were open, as was our training. When we were both 14, I saw her return from an assignment, shot through the stomach, almost bled out entirely. I tried to sneak into the sick bay and see if she was alright, but the healer got me and dragged me off to my keeper. I was confined to the clear room for 2 weeks. After she was released from the sick bay, they same to her. An acrylic cube, 8 by 8 feet, suspended by wire, 100 feet above the ground, right in the center of the city. Nothing inside, but a slit for air, a single bottle of water, and a bucket. When I was 7, I was caught stealing contraband from a captive. That got me 3 days up in the clear. I remember sitting up there, staring out over the city walls and imagining that the air beneath me was water, and that the cube was a ship that could take me somewhere. It was a book. Pirate Girl and the Seven Seas. Just a stupid book for stupid children. I am still trying to... You mean when she went catatonic? Her keeper was killed right in front of her. She felt like she had no voice, no sight, no understanding, no function. Let me ask you something. That device you wear on your arm, Pip-Boy, right? When you turn its wheels and push its buttons, do you believe you are giving it orders to follow? To my people, a keeper operates his herald as you would a computer terminal, or any tool at your disposal. A rifle left unattended harms no one. It is the hands that grasp it that kill. From the mountain, the keeper curls his fingers, and from the valley, his herald makes a fist. You're wrong if you think it's been anywhere near that simple for me. At the end of the day, I'm the one who has to decimate the village, even if I don't decide which. I'm the one who takes a life, even if I don't decide whose. There's really very little I'd like to discuss about that man. No. I should have let a bullet loose into his skull the moment I saw him in that radio station. No.
Uh-huh.
I should have let a bullet... I'm still so... There's a broadcasting tower to the far north of here. There's a shack near. I will take before... Lead the way.